Hey guys, producer TCustomz, TCustomz.com. Still been asking for a lot more technical videos. So today I'm going to bring you a sampling technique that I've been using for a while now. The way I look at sampling is like, sampling can be easy at times if you find something that works just right. You find the loop and you can chop it up. But a lot of times, actually more often than not, for me anyway, sampling can be a little challenging. So as you start to sample and as you learn these little techniques and little things that you can manipulate audio and make this particular sample make sense in this scheme of the whole sequence, or extending this sample to make it work right. And there's all these little tips and things that you just pick up along the way. I look at it like having like a toolbox full of strategies, because like when you're in that creative process, creating a track, and then you get stuck on something technical, you kind of hear something and you want to emulate that or create something similar, but you don't necessarily know how to right away. So you spend a lot of time working on that technical aspect. Whereas if you already had the technique under your belt, you were already familiar with it, something you had already done prior, you could just go through it, stay in your creative state, get as much of your idea out and translate it into your session, and then later you can go back and kind of fix it. I know that a lot of my better work comes in the first initial phase. Like when I'm in this inspired phase, I'm like, I need to get out as much as I can as possible. If I get stuck on something very technical, it kind of throws off my workflow. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. So right now you can see I have a session pulled up. This is actually a beat that I dropped almost 2 months ago. I actually did a little beat making video for it, but I wanted to open up the session and show you the little technique, a way to take a single sample and put it on multiple different velocity levels in such a way that it kind of emulates a delay effect. First, I'm just gonna play the first 4 bars in this hook, and then I'll kind of dissect it and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so the part I'm actually wanting to dissect is this little loop that I have set up right here. And so when I open up the MIDI sequence, you can see that this particular note right here is repeated 4 different times, right? And you can see these are the velocities that each time it's at a lesser velocity. Now this is basically emulating what a traditional delay would do. So another way to achieve something like this would be to delete these notes, drag this simple delay, set this on 2/2 delay time, adjust the feedback and dry wetness, and then automate this delay only to enable during this short period of time. So let me play it. It's basically going to be a similar delay effect. This time I'm using the actual simple delay. And so that's kind of a technical thing, and it's not that hard to actually drag over delay and make that kind of same sound with the delay. But many times when you're in your creative process, it's a lot easier to just take that sample and chop it up on different velocity levels. And so for those of you using Akai MPD32, or you have another Akai controller that has this 16 levels function, what this allows you to do is actually take this single chop, hit the 16 levels, and then break that up on multiple velocities across the 16 pads. And so if I wanted to record that same delay effect live using the 16 levels, I could do that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video, was taking that short sample chop, breaking it up onto multiple velocity levels, and kind of emulating a delay or decay effect. Now you can also use that in kind of a reverse way, where you do a build-up. So instead of starting at a high velocity and decreasing the velocity over time, you could obviously do like a build-up. You'll probably hear that in a lot of well-known sample-based production. You'll hear it kind of being used both ways, where they take a single sample chop and kind of just vary the velocities in a variety of different ways. So that's just another thing to have in your belt. Like I said, when you're going through the creative process, you want to have as many things kind of ready to go when you got ideas and what you want to put out, so you don't have to spend a lot of time on the technical thing. You already know how to do it. You just get in and create the beat and get all that creative energy out as quick as possible. So hopefully that was helpful, guys. If it was, click the like button, share, drop your comment below, subscribe to the channel. If you guys need more one-on-one, hands-on consulting, Ableton live tips, sampling tips, there's going to be a link below. You guys can reserve one-on-one time consulting, coaching with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Customs.